the GTPro tier. We are here at sunny Trial Mountain, USA, and I'm joined once again by Papa Stevo. How are you this evening, my friend?
I'm doing alright.
Has the beautiful weather that has hit us today, and looks like it's hit Trial Mountain, has it hit the Isle of Bute today?
Yeah, it's been really good weather for considering where I'm based at.
Sun in
Usually,
Scotland.
the sun in Scotland's
What
never
a
a
day
thing
to
you
be
usually
alive.
get to. Exactly. The worst part is mostly I've not been much experience of the day. That's the only sad part about it. It's a sunny day on a Sunday as well.
Now, considering this broadcast is at 6 p.m, I don't know if I should ask why you haven't been able to experience today. Is it related to the
uh,
activities of Saturday evening by any chance?
maybe.
I'll say no
Maybe
more.
a little bit too much on the Saturday, but I've made it here, so that's the main part.
Well, we had last week. We had a really fascinating race, didn't we, at Interlagos? A real mixture of strategies with the free compound challenge, and then our last two races are back in the United States. Fictional track this evening, Trial Mountain. Then we finish next week at Daytona. This is a fictional track, but like most of Gran Turismo fictional tracks, they've done a pretty good job, haven't they? It's a fun track. Do you enjoy it yourself?
I'm not the biggest fan on it, but
Oh,
it seems like everyone saying that the only tracks I really like on this game's Brazil or
oh,
Interlagos and and
well,
also
I
Rotterdam,
thought it
but
was quite a popular track, but then in the Friday night practice, I couldn't join the whole thing. I joined part of it. It didn't seem overly popular. I quite like it. It's quite technical, quite flowing. But one big issue, and I don't know if you've experienced this, Steve-O, yet, is the lighter cars, like my Renault, like your Ferrari, like Asriel's BRZ, have a habit of trying to do an aircraft takeoff out of turn one, which happened to me in the
yeah.
sprint race last night, where I actually went airborne. So yeah, whereas the heavier cars, they were so smooth through there. You're looking at your BMWs, obviously looking at the Lexus tonight, they're just super smooth through there. Whereas the
I would
big
also
our
say the
cars, we've got to hang on
McLaren
for dear life.
as well.
Yeah, we'll be hanging on for
So,
dear life.
like,
But
I'll
in
be
some of the twistier
interested.
bits, the Ferrari last night especially was absolutely flying through those twistier bits. So this could be, because quite a lot of our calendar tends to be quite MR or FR favoured, whereas this is one where different parts of the track favour different cars, which again hopefully will give us a good balance.
It should really give us a good balance. I would imagine most of the overtakes will be done on that back straight. I would imagine that, but with these guys, you'd never know. They
And it's
have,
difficult that straight because yes, it's a reasonably hard braking area, but you're not going into like a hairpin. That corner you still carry. And I think one thing that became apparent in last night's sprint races, again, this is a track that there's a lot of different lines, and I think that led to a couple of minor incidents last night. There was nothing that was, race ending. But I think it's because of some issues we just mentioned there and how different they handle, were taking different lines. And obviously, when you get drivers taking different lines, different braking points, it can bring about the odd incident here or there.
I wouldn't imagine, but yeah, same. Just people have their different lines. They like to stick to their different what they know. So it will be interesting to see these guys going on to different lines, try and get the most out of their car. I feel like it'll definitely be car dependent. We might see some of people in the same car take similar lines, I would imagine, to others in different cars.
In terms of a pole reference, the fastest lap last evening was in the 1:48. The actual fastest lap of the evening came from Apex, with 48.3, and I think Boost was at 48.5. Now Apex did. A few people started to have panic stations about his lap time. He did say it was very much slipstream benefited. But so I'd imagine our pole this evening would be in the 48s, which is crazy fast. I was doing cartwheels at being in the 50s. So yeah.
I can tell you that as well. I definitely won't be any faster around here. I can definitely tell you that, but it'll definitely be a treat to see these guys really put down the times.
As I said to you before we went on air, I remember playing this game for the first time on Gran Turismo 3, but I actually had Gran Turismo 1 and 2, and it was on those cars, but I just don't remember it as well. But I remember, unless one of the Gran Turismo, aficionados would tell us that maybe it was different back then, but this layout seems very familiar to me to what I experienced back on Gran Turismo 3, which was the last Gran Turismo before this one that I played to death. How about you? What was your Gran Turismo journey?
I think I feel like I did play Gran Turismo 6, but not that much.
So you came in quite late then.
Yeah,
I forget that you're younger than me. I don't even want to know how old you were when Gran Turismo 1 came out.
I might have not even been born by that time, maybe.
Don't say that. I lambasted someone. We were in America tonight, and I said we were talking about favourite comedies at work, and I mentioned American Pie, and they said I haven't seen that. I said, how have you not seen American Pie? I said, well, when did it come out? I said 99. They're like, I was born in 2001. So yeah, fair enough.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I've also seen Roasted still on the Matrix, so I wonder. Matrix and qualified a bit.
Oh no, there's no chance. You know what? Do you even want to know when Gran Turismo 1 came out?
What?
1997.
Yeah, no chance. I was definitely not born.
I was 11. What you were minus what? Come on, put me out my misery. What were you?
So it was in 1997. Right. I'm trying to realise where I was born. So
you don't know when you were born?
Roughly, that was about 6 years.
So you were born 2003. Okay.
Yeah.
Frightening.
That is frightening to think about as well now.
Well, thank you, Stevie. You made me feel incredibly old. So without further ado, we'll get on to this. So you see here, we're following Lucky. He's brake bias 3 to the rear, probably to try and dial out some understeer that you tend to get in a heavy front engine car.
Yeah, they would usually balance out, but it's interesting to see that you can see his
because Gran Turismo just randomly decides what I can see. No rhyme or reason. So let's go on board with Lucky and see what he can do.
Just comment, there's still 2 people in the pitch right now. So
that's interesting.
I don't know if there's any quali bans or maybe Boosted wants to try a last from first this time, maybe?
Yeah. Maybe. See there, I think it's exactly what I mean. That Lexus wasn't taken off for those first 2 corners.
You're making me scared of this track though. Saying that this is a track they always usually pick for the Manufacturers' Cup, if I remember correctly. It's a very good track.
Absolutely, this is a key corner here because this is where you're going to carry the speed for so long. And I think yeah, it's been one of the biggest adaptations of trying to learn from these quicker guys is how much the exit's the priority. Maybe not even the corner entry speed, it's the exits, you know, that they're focused on.
And it's a very tight thing to try and get all that power and not touch that inside bit where all the mini rocks is.
Yeah, just to throw you off course.
You think you got more space and then you hit that and you're like, oh no. And then all the momentum goes, but
it looks super smooth so far. This section here is all about your commitment. There's lap time in the commitment. I imagine on this first lap, it's going to be very much about the banker. But yeah, trying to maximise the track. Again, here we'll probably see a big riding of this inside curve. Yeah.
Someone at the back's
No, in practice Friday, Steve, this chicane, I've never seen a corner taken so many different ways. I'd imagine the look, seems quite comfortable over the curves, whereas again, some of the other cars, it was just chucking them round. This looks a very solid lap from Lucky. We'll see what it registers. So he hugs the inside line just to minimise the travel distance. Straight into the low 49s, which is very respectable. It's fair, fair chunk. I was going to say a fair chunk clear, pardon the pun.
Just looks like, I think Range just aced that lap, I think. As a banker as well, that's scary to see.
It really is. But it's a really good lap.
Yeah. Almost comes in and beats it already, by nearly 10.
Well, he won last night's sprint, admittedly in a different car.
What was he in, actually?
He was in the Ferrari last night. Him and Boosted were in a different state last night. They were so far ahead.
That's true. I've just seen all way Range. He's went 1 10
Okay, and he's actually at the minute he's 1/10 off that time. I'm guessing Boosted's on an outlap now, is he? No, still in the pits. And ironically, it's still classified him 6th.
Now I don't know if that's due to because I know sometimes it does take your practice time as your quality time in this game, so it might have. But I think
So if he doesn't qualify, it might mean that Lucky has to reset the grid. I wonder if that's what he's planning to do. Maybe it is.
As I just see Reg going 4 times slower, so I imagine he's backed off this time. Just go around. Now the real question is, does this? I'm not really sure. I'm not got the best memory. Is this a track that really burns the tyres?
Absolutely, especially the soft. I can't see any other way that this won't be a 2-stop tonight. Because obviously it's mandatory medium and soft tonight. I can't see that you could possibly do a 1-stop round here, but we'll see.
It might be worth it a 2-stop if you see it like that.
Yeah, particularly both of our cars tend to burn through the tyres.
Doesn't even matter what track they want.
Let's see what Smiley can respond on. Smiley goes faster again. Chunky. So, I mean, just to say what this guy was doing last night, he was competing the 12 hours of Bathurst. He did the final stint as well, the pressure stint, the 8 till 10 in the middle of the night.
The training stint.
It shows how adaptable these guys are, because from there, I think you've got Alikos, Lucky, Azriel, boosted race, Saskar from GT class. I'm going to miss somebody out here, I know I am. But yeah, they all competed and they got a P3 after winning round 1 in Daytona. So Chunky's purple in a minute. Question is, were you questioning the tyre wear? Because are you thinking people might put new? I've seen Alikos has already put new
put on
boots on.
Softs, because I was looking at Reg and I know that Lexus really wants to eat its front tyre. Its front right is always horrible, as I've seen it. But
Ehrman goes into P4 in the sister BMW.
And the pistol still down 12. Now I'm kind of scared. You thought boosting up all this Ferrari talk.
Chunky's still purple at the minute. Let's see if that stands for here. I say this is a section where you need commitment, and there's not normally many more committed than this guy.
I've just also noticed Dad switched motors, or has he done that? Or?
No, he has. He took the 20-point hit last week. He switched to the NSX. He's been flying in it, to be fair. He did really well last week, didn't he? Got a podium. He was, I'm going to say, P3 last night in the sprint. I think he took the last podium place. So he seems to really connect with that car.
He really loves little Debbie, I think.
Well, he's gone from obviously the big heavy Merc, which bought that Mercedes, did bring in the GT class title. Let's see if Chunky can take this pole. No, so lost a lot of time in that third sector. So he was purple up to there. So
I think Mr. Clean drives into the pits, doesn't restart.
Maybe to get his fuel down.
It's also Rangers also drive into the pits. He's keep back out.
I wonder if it's that hard on you. Because obviously for this season I know they are talking about potentially getting rid of the exit to pit option, which I would be a fan of. You know, we're trying to make this as realistic as possible. But yeah, is that so we can get the fuel even lower down for these last laps?
And a brand new set of softs as well.
Yeah, we've got 2 minutes to go, obviously provided they start their lap before that 10-minute hit. Alikos is still about a 10th down heading into the final sector. So Lucky's on his out lap. He seems to fly for these first 2 sectors. I don't know if it's the car or if it's something, but he just seems to lose a little bit in that third sector.
It just might be the BMW's not the greatest there, as you said. It's a track that doesn't really support one type of car, so...
Yeah, I think through that section is where the Ferrari was flying last night. I think you just need that nimbleness that maybe the BMW just doesn't have, or Alikos is really pushing here. But
imagine, we've not got that long left, I imagine.
Nah, just over a minute to go. Just start their laps, that is.
Yeah, it's just the start, so I would imagine the people that are just came over the line there, like Alikos, he'll be on his final lap now, so...
Well, Lucky's on his out lap. Chunky, let's see what he can do this time round. He's only just ahead of Smiley. Let's see what Chunk does. We haven't got anyone in the 48th lap yet. No, it's just that last sector's really hurting him, isn't it?
Said that he was down in the second sector quite a lot, so he did bring it back.
Oh, okay.
So
if he could just hook that whole lap up.
But he's got a penalty on his last run, so that will be
out. That's done.
2 seconds. That just shows you can try and nail that first corner.
Yeah.
You cut it too much. It's
absolutely. Smiley now, let's see if he can respond. Chunky's done.
I think Smiley will just go over the line. fine. I think Smiley will be the
You
last
could-
one to be in a lap.
Yeah, I think you're going to be right.
Unless maybe Mr. Clean might get over the line.
We'll just see. Alright, Alakos is going to do his first, so we'll stick with him, then we'll go Lucky, then we'll go Smiley. Apex again, man, his pace at the minute is frightening. He's sitting P6 and he won the last GT class race, should have won the one before barring an issue which I think was with his internet contract running out mid-race, which is a bit crazy, but...
I'm just on board with Boosted down in 14 coming out on the mediums in qualifying.
Okay.
I wonder what
he's spicing it up. Well, thank you, Boosted, because although I've enjoyed these races, having a bit more jeopardy on the race winner is always a good thing. Obviously, we're strictly neutral here, aren't we, Steve? But it's always the more people we can have fight. We don't really care who wins. We just want to see multiple people fighting for that win. Let's see what Alakos can do. Doesn't improve.
So Smiley's on his final runner, I would imagine.
Lucky's okay, cool. Lucky's already well into this sector 3. Can he respond? There's less than a tenth separating P1 and P2 right now.
You always think about where you can just get and find that time.
And it could be here in this chicane, but you brake too late, it's over. You know, so it's so hard, like you say, when you're trying to push for this pole position.
Yeah. Smiley, I don't think will be improving 3 seconds off his time.
Ah, that ain't up then.
So
where is Lucky to the line? Can he get it in the 48? No. And so Smiley's not going to do it. Where's Ehrman's finished?
Ehrman's done. Boss is done. Someone spins over the line there.
Nice.
It's boosted.
Boosted's done a tour. Yeah, I see. So he's done a lap because I think, like you say, avoids. Oh, Smiley hits the wall. That's that done. Apex is done.
I think that's qualifying as well.
Man, look at that though. You got 1 second from first to 11th. Then there is a bit of a gap then to Haz and Bluebeard. And obviously Boosted didn't set a time, but I guess he did that so he didn't start 8th. So he's going to try to do last to first. Well, thank you, Boosted, for trying to make this as interesting as possible. This looks tight at the front. Because I don't think Chunky's time is represented. Now, everyone comes away from a qualifying session thinking, did I leave something on the table? But as you say, he didn't quite fully hook a lap up.
All top 5, all different cars.
It's good to see, isn't it? There's a lot of talk in this game about metas and things like that, but yeah, you've got 5, as you say, different manufacturers in the top 5.
The real question is, do we count the 2 BMWs as different cars, really?
Good point. Because when it's like, so Chunky will have an advantage on fuel wear, and Evan will have an advantage on straight on speed and tyre wear. But yeah, I don't think there's that much between them. But other than that, the Chunky's version will be a bit better on fuel. Evans will be a bit better on tyres because it's a little bit lighter. But yeah, super close quality.
See the Apex from the other division up in 6, so he's
he's frightening. Apex is really something's happened the last few weeks. He's always been quick, hasn't he? But something's definitely happened these last few weeks where he's upped his game, and he's so, I think because he is so fast, it's quite often on the edge. He's really found a way of keeping it consistent as well. Because you think that race where his internet cut, I mean, he was winning that race by 27 seconds. I mean,
yeah, admittedly, yeah. Maybe that was maybe when that happened, he just became a different being at that point, and now he's just really putting the gas down. Maybe
you're right. But Alakos on pole. The problem is he's going to have to drag that Porsche up this first sector, which, as we know, can be really tricky.
It's going to be interesting to see what tyres these guys start on. See off at
Alakos gone for the soft. Yeah.
Softs. Try and get that better launch. And just
yeah,
stay in front
it's got to be
guys.
the fear. It's got to be the theory here. I've got to use them at some point. Let's use them at the start. Right, here we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we are underway.
Look at I've had a lot of quick scan on the ground. There's a lot of medium, but there is some soft runners as Rage still powers past them.
This is tight into turn 1. Oh my word!
As Chunky goes a bit wide at that corner onto the grass.
Oh. He's somehow still held on to P5, hasn't he?
His dad's round. I don't know if there was contact there, but he is round.
Oh, Alakos had a big moment there. I don't know if that was dirty air or what, but he had a massive wobble. It's going to allow Smiley potentially to get around the outside, is it? Smiley's gone softs as well.
Bluebeard's had a decent start as well. Getting along. little bit of rubbing there, but it's all good. They still kept it.
I know what's going on. There's a big gap behind them.
Yeah.
Considering we're halfway through the first lap.
I think that's just everything. There was a little incident, so...
The dad at least isn't too far off the back. I know he won't be happy to be where he is, but at least no one's been cut adrift.
No,
look at this race, look at this down there straight between Panda, Asman and Gloss.
Exactly, shoot. Saying that Merc it's a fast car, but it doesn't get any really help from slipstream.
Well, Azriel was just staying gun barrel in Panda's slipstream, I think probably for that reason. We'll hop back to the front in a minute to see if Alikos has responded on those soft tyres. He's clung on to P2.
He's more looking back at him right now against Smiley.
But the thing is, Smiley's on the soft tyre as well, isn't he? So, this is a good battle here between Panda and Glass.
I don't think these two should be really trying to fight each other. Maybe try a little bit of bumping to try and get past that region runner to let them go free on these softs.
Yeah, because Lucky right now would be sitting pretty, wouldn't he? As we watch the field.
Really hold them up. I would imagine that's what's got to do with those regions, make those softs feel undrivable.
So Hazard started on the softs and he's flown as well, so it's interesting.
Also noticed Gloss has front damage.
Dad's in. Really Dad's got rear damage, so he's in. It's a shame.
But he's really keeping that Merc on a straight, looking fast. As Azrael goes really off track there, manages to save it.
Back to Azrael. The man.
Tires now.
That car's got such a peak, hasn't it? But man, trying to keep hold of the damn thing.
It was so good in corners, but some of the updates just not really been kind to it. But fair play to Azrael, he's really kept it competitive sometimes. So.
Well, I was watching Digit the other day, and I think everyone was using that car at Laguna Seca, but even he was saying, man, this is a handful. And that's a guy who's top 50 in the world.
It's Panda's pull.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Gloss is flying considering he's got that front bumper damage.
Yeah. That Merc is powerful as well. It is a powerful thing on the straight, so maybe the front not really hampering it too much. But wait and see.
They've caught Lucky. Is that the tyres is Lucky at the moment? I don't know, but we're back here and wow, look at this front three. The more, if Lucky can keep these guys behind though, he'll be in such a good position knowing that he's still got his soft tyre card to play.
Well, this track will go, definitely go
Alikos
to the inside.
That's a good question, Steve. Oh, no, but Lucky keeps hold of it because he's now got the inside into his next corner. But look at the traction advantage on the soft tyre.
Yeah, they're still going in there, but the legs just isn't a slouch on the straight either. He's still holding that inside the line.
Oh, is anyone going to back out? Is anyone backing out?
It's
Alikos, I think it was a smart play. We're lap 3 here. Going side by side for a corner like that, probably not the play.
This Blooper goes in the pits to fix his damage.
I should get a good view of this from Smiley's POV.
And also, oh my god, Boosted going right off.
Oh.
He's not having a good time around here, it doesn't look like it. But everyone's fighting in front of him, so his car keeps like sliding everything.
He wasn't enjoying it round. He's there now on the edge. It felt round here in practice, but you know Alikos is doing really well in that same Porsche, putting a lot of pressure on Lucky here. Lucky goes right to the inside. Now Smiley goes into Lucky's slipstream. How's this going to end, Steve? We're not going 3 wide, are we? I think we're going 3 wide. Let's get to the outside. Oh my word! Oh. Wow.
I can see it chopping and changing. I'm sitting on board with...
And Smiley takes the lead from P3 into the lead.
I'm sitting on with Apex and Boosted who were going side by side on the straight. It was Porsche versus McLaren on a straight. These guys are still side by side going into the third sector.
And just to confirm, this is the first 3 laps, not the last 3 laps, but yeah.
No.
Wow, Smiley's just gone from P3 to P1 in one corner. That was some racing, guys.
But the good thing is, for those guys on the softs, they both got past the medium runner, so now they can use these softs to their full extent.
Already, even on the McLaren, that soft's starting to wear.
Yeah.
airman, as he so often does. He's just in that. He's just waiting. He's just in that pack. He's cleared the pack behind. He's just settled in his one behind.
Just go back to pack who's in fifth. He's consistently there. He's pulling a little bit of a gap on course, but he's still charging around with that damage. Not really losing that much time to the car behind.
Has had a good start.
For him being on damage,
yeah, he's doing really well, and so is Haas from where he was in qualifying up into 7th.
Yeah, this is. I've got to say, he's stuck it out with damage. Usually it's not the best idea, but he's really making it look like it's working now. So that'll be interesting. These guys are back in the straight.
Yeah, this could be interesting. Let's jump on with Alakaz. Porsche isn't a straight line beast, is it? But it does have a good drive out of corners onto the straight. But he's not really gaining in the slipstream here on Smiley, like Smiley was on those guys.
You gotta remember that McLaren, when it gets up to speed, it is fast. It's really fast when it gets up to that speed. I should know, I'm driving that car. It's changed a little bit, not that much.
How's your commitment through here? Oh, I think Smiley just caught a little bit of that outside wall there. I think these guys have to do quali laps here just to keep up, so...
Yeah. Just looking at the gap between here and Wrench as well. Wrench definitely pulling out the time on here.
But Wrench tends to struggle a little bit at the end of stints, doesn't he, with that tyre?
Yeah, but the soft runners ain't pulling away as much as we thought.
We're probably not a million miles away from the crossover point.
Yeah.
And Smiley does just go his best lap, but it's still just off Alakaz.
Oh, looking at the fastest time of Alako's time, Wrench's time there, there's only like 3 times between the time.
Yeah, Wrench and Eamon will probably start coming back at these guys in a minute.
But that just shows you how much it meant for Wrench to get in front of these guys in the soft and hold them up.
Yeah.
It just shows you that he's took those, basically the power out of those soft tyres.
Absolutely.
And now he can start a charge. So, like through the back, really keeping it clean. So boosting gets pushed on, maybe he's had a lot off. We're not really seeing an impact from the champion, have we?
No, I don't think. I got the impression Friday. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was still damn quick, and he would have won last night's race if he didn't have a little Ferrari takeoff through turn 1-2. But yeah, I don't think it is most hooked up at tracks. But this is by his standards, so like still unbelievably fast compared to a normal person.
The normal human.
Oh, as we jump back to front, sorry we missed it, but Alakaz has now taken the lead, but we're just trying to show you as many battles as we can, but Alakaz does now have this lead.
Look at those front
Oh my words,
all
yeah.
Those softs. Jesus.
So what are we looking at? 6 laps? I mean, by the next lap, that front right's probably going to disintegrate, isn't it?
It's alright, I think the crossover is now already, and that just shows you maybe the softs hasn't a way to go at the start.
It's a hard one, isn't it? You get that great launch, but yes, your car's at its heaviest, the track's probably at its warmest. So yeah.
Interesting to see. There's no way they can get one second tire, so they didn't pit them twice.
Yeah.
So it depends. It really just depends. You gotta use a medium, loose off of those. It's right, just all of them back.
Yeah.
Right now.
We're on board with Brent, so he's going to have a good view. Alakaz, it's letting Alakaz get a little bit clear.
It's true. And it's also bringing air into it now.
Oh, Smiley missed, goes wide there. But this isn't really some way you can force a move. I think look, he'll be trying to make this move now on the straight.
Yeah, if we're trying to, you maybe a little bit back, get the absolute biggest swing you can, get the momentum, your power, and then sit in that slipstream.
You'd fancy the Lexus here, wouldn't you? But let's see.
It's always the thing with this straight. It is a long straight, but sometimes people want the straight to be a bit longer.
Yeah.
Especially if you're attacking, but if you're defending, you want it to be so small.
Is he going for it? Oh, really late on the brakes there. But they're still side by side, that sits outside, but I think that's move done, isn't it?
Yep. Now he's got to catch Albers. There's 1 second gap just from that. just that them two just really.
Yeah, it's crazy the difference it makes. The minute you start making it take a, not that Smiley took a massively defensive line, but the minute you start in any type of engagement, it slows you down. But it'd be interesting to see if Lucky can bring Alicos in now.
I'm just having a look at close. He's on the softs now, and his tyres look dead. They do not look good, and I would imagine he goes straight into the pits.
That's Haz goes up to P7. His softs don't look horrendous at all.
Well, the good thing with this now for Gloss is he can go in, get new tyres, and fix that damage. And I would imagine he would be good on those mediums, just how looking at it on the softs. But yeah.
Boosted's up to P9, 12 seconds off the lead.
Just have a look through the field, just I wonder where that will come out compared to Boss. That's a real question.
Be interesting.
The only thing is with Dad, he's paid basically lap 1, so he's really got to go far on these.
He has jumped Dad, but yeah, as you say, he's probably going to have to try and stretch those mediums to the midpoint.
And those mediums definitely will not be fun at the end of the stint. For both stints, I would imagine he's got to stretch it.
Smiley's coming straight back at Lucky here.
So we see Adriel on the straight, just try to stay in the slipstream, and I would imagine. Still on it. It just shows you.
Go on.
It just shows you there's a big long train of cars, and the lead cars are very fast. And they're just sitting there in the slip. They've got to sit there in the slip.
Yeah, it's mad. This front three are separated by 6 tenths. Absolutely crazy.
It just shows you it's like the DRS, and I would say there's one.
Yeah, it's similar.
There.
Yeah, once you're out of it, the time loss is huge. Yeah.
But the car in front's going to have the cleanest air compared to everything.
That's it. So they'll gain in the corners where the others gain the straights. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So it's quite big on this game, isn't it?
Yeah. It can cause a lot of things to happen. Really, it does unsettle the car sometimes. So it'll be interesting.
But yeah, Alicos' front right is just about to give up.
Looking for a move down in the first corner on the inside.
We'll jump to him in a minute, but look, he's just taken the lead from Alicos.
I think there was a bit of a touch there.
No, what a shame.
No damage, he's got no damage from it, so it's a plus.
We've got to stick with this one for now. Alicos has just, Lucky's just taken the lead from Alicos. Alicos coming straight back at him, despite the fact his tyre's just about to give up on him.
And also Ayers sitting there in the background, sitting there waiting for any of one of them.
Again, you almost end up forgetting about here. I wondered for a minute there if Smiley was going to bump Alicos, but no chance. He's going up his inside, but as soon as he comes out the slip, the Porsche actually stretches the legs on the McLaren. He tries to get in Lucky's slip now.
That front right tyre of that Porsche.
Yeah, but Smiley, even the McLaren, which generally has a better tyre wear, isn't much better off.
Oh, they'll definitely be feeling it now.
Looking through these corners where you're trying to lean on the tyre as much as you can.
Yeah.
Well, surely they're in this lap, aren't they, Steve?
I would imagine. If they do one more lap, fair play to them. They can drag it around now. Alicos jumps in. Smiley goes another lap.
Goes on. Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm thinking he's definitely got the tyre to go one more lap, but it's not going to be the funnest lap. I imagine with also air in the background, who's gaining significantly now.
Absolutely.
You don't want that when person straight from the straight.
Well, you mentioned earlier, didn't you, about the variety? Well, here we go, another battle between different manufacturers here. Ferrari versus Audi, Panda versus I lead said, or Mr. Clean as he's otherwise known.
Yeah, I might be a little bit biased. I might be a Ferrari driver, so. No, but it's... Oh my
the
goodness,
Audi! Did you see the Audi?
That's
what happened to me last night in the sprint, and he caught it much better. But yeah, that is the problem with these lighter cars, mate. If you carry too much speed into that turn, they just take off. That was a mad moment, wasn't it? Oh, Panda's full opposite lock there through there.
Yeah, they're really pushing these cars right now. It's boosted now up to 6 now, trying to chase these guys, I would imagine. But yeah, it just shows you with the fuel coming down in the cars, it's the same as the Nürburgring in real life, whereas
It's getting lighter and lighter.
When they go up that hill, they
yes,
get under,
that's right.
Flood them up, it just shows you.
You go McLaren on McLaren here, Apex and Haas.
Oh. As I'm just flipped over to Smiley, he's lost nearly a second this whole lap to air.
Which means he'll definitely lose out to Alicos on the undercut, but is he hoping that it will come back to him later because he'll have that slight offset? Is there anything I can think of?
As he dives straight in and it lets air basically get past for free, not really experienced that much dirty air, so he'll be counting that.
Alicos is out in clear air. He's in P10 right now, but he's pitted. It's going to be interesting again. We've got the right strategy right here. Haas has just pitted on the softs.
His tyres were looking way better than Smiley's. So
the same, yeah. Interesting that.
Maybe really rubbing his tyres to keep them alive a bit longer.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe done another lap or two on this. Maybe another lap. Thinking differently. Should maybe falling in the other McLaren.
Absolutely.
Copy the strategy the other people are in the same car.
And that's all I'm going to consider is make some notes.
I don't think anyone's in their Renault, but that's the only thing.
No. But I've made a note that those softs are not to be used for a long period of time, I don't think. You're either going to use them probably at the start or the end, aren't you?
Also, Smiley's come out in front of Alex. But Smiley's went back onto the softs.
Ah. She's gone soft, medium, okay.
Definitely be a tall ass.
And I'm presuming he hasn't taken fuel, has he? Probably.
That's not look like. Yeah, he's got less fuel than Alicos, I would imagine. Yeah, again. Now these guys that are fighting, they've got to now push to try and basically catch the G2. They won't be able to see what times they're doing really, unless it's the fastest lap. Which is where I miss Jeff from F1. I love that.
Yeah, particularly as I tend to go out the party for races, it can be quite a lonely experience out Jeff or someone to keep you company.
That is true. It's also, it was helpful to tell you what the drivers around you were doing.
Yeah. I was going to say, not so helpful when with weather forecasts.
That's no.
Or saying there's no chance for safety car as a safety car comes out.
Yep.
That's another classic.
That's always a classic. Just looking at padding, Mr. Queen. Just keeping relatively the same gap right now.
We was talking of closing gaps. Chunky is closing up to Apex now, to Midlanders.
I just wonder if him, Mr. Queen, going in the getting his car lifted up in the air maybe scared him a little. I'm really pushing for that first second.
Well, it is bloody frightening.
It is.
Suddenly turns into WRC.
I'll imagine I'll probably do that in the car race as well. So, but the gap is coming down from boosted catching those guys. So it's having an impact.
Boosted's gap to Lucky is staying pretty much where it was, 12 seconds where it was before. Now it makes you wonder if he hadn't done the nerf, would we have had a natural fight for the lead? But who knows?
Basically, you look at Lucky's time right now, just how consistent the laps are for him. He was fighting in the first 3 laps, and as soon as you would stop fighting, just the tap.
You're so right, Steve. I mean, it's ranges from 51.3 to 51.6. You've got like a 3/10 swing over the course of 7-8 laps. It's pretty remarkable. And he is stretching out on Ehrman now, who in turn is stretching from Panda, who, as you say, is keeping a gap to Mr. Clean, absolutely just identical lap after lap, really.
Yeah. Now, just looking at that ID's front tyres, it does look a little bit worse for wear than for Audi, which is surprising, but considering knowing that Audi from last season, it was never the best on tyres, wasn't it?
No, neither was the Ferrari, but the Audi is slightly worse. Yeah, boosted is looked don't look too bad. Oh god, yeah. But that I've got to say that Porsche looks stunning in the black. It's hard. I think most cars look good in black, but I like the little touches he's put on with the blue and white.
That is true. It doesn't really He might have to get rid of the paint if he's still on the podium though. Might be the first job. Apex
and Chunky are still neck and neck. It's one thing that Smiley might have to contend with the second set of softs. If he can't, is then you've got to come back through the traffic again. As you know, the lifespan on those tyres isn't long.
Let's be honest, Azrael spun around in the tunnel bit in Sector 1. Maybe just the rear ends snapped on him again.
I've got a feeling he won't be using that car next season.
What gives you that impression?
I'm surprised he hasn't taken the switch at this point. But
I'll commend them. He's really stuck with that car, so. Which is now just interesting to see. Did he just touch the stones?
I'm not sure what happened there, but IV said now it's all over Panda.
I'll stick on that. I watched Chunky and Apex. I think they swap positions. I think they have. As air comes in,
no, it's quite early, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what his players.
Looking between the tyre with the both of the two cars out in front of the nations. Lucky's got worse tyre, but still staying out. So it's interesting to see that. This is not really an overtake trap, but what you said was true. Smiley now catching, he's got it down to nearly a second and a half. And these two boys will definitely not let you wave you by.
No, because they've been so close lap after lap. Apex coming back at Chunk as well, he's not disappearing from him. You see, like Apex does not look out of place in this tier, does he?
No, he does not. But yeah, very consistent when he needs to be. He's only really made a few mistakes in this whole season.
Surprised when you see this pace that he hasn't been able to take it to Matt more in that GT title fight. So even more surprising that he's not the guy immediately behind him.
That is true. But sometimes that's the luck of the dice. Sometimes go. It doesn't matter how good you are as a driver, you need to consistently do it, even with the luck going against you. But now he's sitting there looking back, seeing Smiley coming out with the
Oh crikey, yeah. This is now Smiley, this is tricky now. These two are so close. Is he going to try and get a move done into here? Oh my word, makes me nervous.
He's got that inside.
Has he got it done?
He got it done, he swoops around. Now he has to look for Chunky's wrench now comes in, imagine to cover air.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's Mr. Clean and Panda going nearly side by side into that chicane at the end.
Oh wow, yeah.
And now boosted there, so it's a freeway fight for this position.
Yeah, this is key for Boosted's race.
Will be key. So just look at the tyres. Surprisingly, is it the Ferrari with the best tyres?
I think it looks like it could be, you're right. Oh wow, the commitment through there is just absolutely insane.
Not on the rear, but definitely in the front, which is interesting. I need to write that down.
Ferrari, also, Audi, Porsche.
It's just really just been undercut by all the guys in front. It's also Smiley gets past Chunky quickly, so that's going to help his cause on his charge with the exhaust.
No, absolutely.
I just don't know how long we can get those regions for. It's definitely going to be painful at the end, but. No.
Well, I guess he's not a million miles away from what these guys are in the mediums, is he? So I think. Oh, here we go.
As these guys are still battling. Panda taking that inside. We've seen a lot of moves down the inside. It looks like it's the line to really go side by side somewhere.
He's going to try and carry more momentum on the outside though.
But
did he clip the wall?
Yes, and now he's got boosted right on the back of really giving us some entertainment here.
Absolutely.
And he's went from the predator to now the prey of another
absolutely.
car. Shows you if you just can't get it done, you can fall into the clutches to somewhere you don't really want to be. Because I think boosted peels into the pits going for that undercut on them.
Yeah, he's probably thinking let's just bail out this way. I'm just trying to see where's Lucky come out in relation. Oh, he's behind. But he's got way more fuel than Airman.
It's Chunky and Apex follow each other into the pit. These guys do not want to leave each other alone on this race, do they?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Interesting. Alcos. It's definitely interesting to see the gap of the undercut, about 4 seconds.
So Airman's decided to take the trap position for now over Lucky, but obviously these next stops going to be so much longer.
And with that extra fuel, knowing how big that fuel tank is at that Lexus, that little bit of fuel is a lot more. As these guys
are going to work. It's busy in pit lane.
Question that BMW's pit crew, they can be quick or slow, you can choose your poison.
What a Panda and Mr. Clean's play here, because this is they're going to go soft, I'd imagine then. Because you wouldn't go this far on the mediums to go mediums again and for a handful of laps on the softs at the end, would you?
But they might be concerned, as we were talking about the tyre wear.
He's at the inside this time.
So yeah, this move done. Goes for
outside it. Didn't work. Is the inside going to work? Looks like it will.
Ferrari trying to power out the corner, but I don't think he's got the tyre for it anymore. He's still coming back out.
Yeah, one thing we know with Panda, he won't die wondering, he will definitely stay committed. Do they go in this lap?
Wonder. But definitely, you would imagine with Boosted being behind him going in, one of them would definitely try to come and cover it off. As Panda fakes going into the pits. He has
they're carrying on.
They both stay out. But look at those tyres on that Audi, just that whole right side does not look nice. He slides out of that last corner.
That's it. And as you're about to go through a series of corners here where you want to really lean on those tyres, look who's coming up behind them.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, again, we've got multiple strategies at play here, and it's down to us to try and say to the viewers how this is playing out from a net perspective. But I'll go both of you, Steve. I'm not fully sure we can figure it out. It's one of those we might not know until we get to those closing stages of the race.
This could be a speed race all over again.
Yeah, I was thinking the same, where it all just comes together in that last stint. They come up to Bluebeard to lap him.
Just everyone's there or thereabouts, just really just on all different strategies coming in together, folding together.
Absolutely.
But I think now Mr. Clean looks like he's pulling away from Panda.
I'm just trying to think what they can realistically do. They go to lap 17 and that gives them 2 8-lap stints on the softs maybe.
That's true, but a bit less fuel than max fuel, I would imagine. I wonder if any of them start fuel saving. I would imagine Mr. Clean was probably there standing behind Panda, maybe fuel saving a bit more.
Just to maybe bring the pit stop time down, do you think?
Yeah, and jump him into the pits.
Because he has got slightly more fuel than Panda.
That could have worked as well. Oh, I've got a frog in my throat as well.
It's alright.
As I think Panda now
Panda's
goes in. Goes out another lap.
Yeah, it's interesting, that one.
And I don't think Smile will be a fan of him going another lap out, but look at his tyres. They're bleeding already, you would imagine. So that's interesting stuff.
I was just having a quick flick between Lucky and Booster's lap times. They're very similar, so there's no foregone conclusion here. Booster's only 5 seconds off Lucky, but I think Lucky's got more fuel and their lap times are really evenly matched.
Chunky's all went to the soft, and so's Apex. They've went
So they're doing the
soft
softs in the middle stint. Okay, so yeah, we've literally seen, I think, every strategy variety we could now by now.
This will be interesting to see when the Ferrari comes out. It comes out on the soft, so maybe a double softs, as you said.
Do you know what? Because in the damage he had lap 1, Dad's really brought himself back into this. He's P7, yes, he's got to pit again, but so have most people.
I would imagine he's probably got another set. I know.
Yeah, because he started on softs. That's the other advantage of starting on the softs is that if you do get a bit like in the old F1 days, if you get damage, at least you've got somewhere to go. If you go mediums, you've got nowhere to go. It's probably another reason to potentially start on those softs. Because you know if anything happens lap 1, you've got the option to go medium. Yeah.
Saying that in the F1 games, you've always got a chance of a safety car being like
yeah.
as well.
I think if you start on the medium and you get damaged lap 1, you're in a hole. You've still got to go meet 2 sets of mediums and a soft after, haven't you?
Just looking at air right now, he might be gaining on outpost. Gab's staying roughly about 2
Yeah, well he's got better tyres and less fuel, so it's interesting.
He's got less fuel
than So that's going to be helping him right now. It will obviously hinder him at the next pit stop, but right now it's his friends. Smiley's right. The Audi's goes on again.
It's been trying a one stop.
Can't be.
Do it.
Nah.
You cannot do it. Those softs just don't last. But I think you're right on what you were saying. He's definitely going double softs instead of a medium as he slides for
he's clinging on now.
But that's going to be helping the other guys behind Smiley because he's going to be held up for this part, which is usually not an overtaking, so getting that dirty air, which will affect the tyres as well.
Ronnie's just said in the comments he can't get used to seeing Dad in a Honda. How many? I'm just trying to think. I know it's been a mixture of strategies, but how many different people have led this race? We've had Lucky, Smiley, Alicos, Panda, Mr. Clean. About to be Smiley again.
Maybe, but that Audi, I don't even know if that is out on the straight. But
looks like it's holding its own there against McLaren, but McLaren will have the advantage here. It's just made a brake later on those slightly better. But Smiley's tyres are nearly gone as well.
Gone? Yeah, he'll definitely have to go on the medium now, but taking maybe that early pace now, just to maybe when it gets to the end, just defend. Yeah, I made it right as well.
Yeah, good work. Well, I'd imagine the Audi's in this lap, surely.
Just looking at the...
He must know that it's, oh my goodness, clinging on for dear life.
He's going again.
No, he's a maniac. Somebody get that man... Yeah, get that man there section. He's absolutely mad. And Alicos, this gap between Alicos, and Luck is really just plateauing out. Panda's on softs, so I think, yeah, you're right. He's going medium soft, isn't he?
I would imagine, but he's got the flexibility now. He's put the softs in the middle stint, so he can go either, if the softs don't feel that good on that car, switch straight back to the mediums. So he's got flexibility of that. But
yeah, one dude thinks that might be a case of one too many.
Yeah, those tyres are really holding on for dear life, aren't they? And he's still got to do a soft stint, so...
Yeah. It's interesting. There's another strategy variety that's at play here.
We definitely have the best tyres at the end.
Well, will he? Not if he's one stop anyway.
I just don't know. Well, it could be crazy, but could he get 13 laps? He would have to really look after the tyres.
Smack says he will push it to the limits, that's for sure. Well, I think he's certainly doing that, Smack.
He might have to do though. He might be good for it.
Lucky's now... Oh, this is all coming together, actually. We said earlier that gap between Alicos and Lucky was plateaued. It's actually getting tighter and tighter.
Yeah. Lucky with the best tyres. The more fuel out of them, that will definitely benefit him on the next stop where he's got to go to softs, so less fuel and up, straight onto those softs, so...
It's all very close. I think everybody here has got one stop to make, and the top 5 are covered by 10 seconds.
Scored again. What's this man doing?
Because once those tyres go, they go. This isn't the old Gran Turismo pre-update where you could drive on the warm tyres. I mean,
like, looking at it, he's not even losing that much time.
the last lap he did 154, but yeah, not considering the state of those tyres, he's not. Be interesting to see how much Alicos eats into him this lap, but Alicos also got Airman and lucky close on him.
Oh, he's dipping his tyres onto the grass as well. That would not be helping those nearly dead tyres. He could be going for a one-stop as well.
I can't quite make out all of one's comment. Let me just open the stream.
Which is, I think he's got a second to it. He's got to be going in soon. He's lost a second nearly to Alicos now.
Well, yeah, Ronnie's just saying, do you think those tyres will last a lap? Well, crikey, there's not much left, is there? I mean, I'd like to say surely he's in this lap, but who knows? It makes you think he is obviously going for the one-stop. Yeah. He's going to be probably going through this pain again at the end of the soft stint, but it is getting darker, it is getting cooler.
It might be possible, but
I mean, Alicos is eating into him here.
He's gave up on his... Definitely gave up on his track position fighting Panda.
But look at Airman now on Alicos. This is kind of quite nowhere. Then Lucky's on the back of him. This is going to get really tasty. Let's see if that Audi peels into pits. Please peel into pits, Audi.
No, go another lap. Defy the odds, go on. Defy the odds, go on. Oh, he peels in. Goes the same time as Michael.
It's crazy, isn't it? And who says that these fixed compulsory tyre races are too predictable? I think we've seen every strategy variety we possibly could.
Oh, I hope he goes for the one stop though.
He's got to. I think he must be. I don't know how he's going to possibly get softs 13 laps. I have no idea.
He's got less fuel. He's got... Well, how many laps did Smiley do? I'm trying to figure out when he went into his first, was it lap 8?
Something like that.
So they definitely can stretch to roughly about how many laps are left. With the track getting cooler and that, there's still a possibility of that being possible.
Well, so here we have just about a second covering the top 3. This may change after the pit stops, because I think obviously Airman and Alicos are going to really suffer on that next pit stop compared to Lucky, but I tell you what, Alicos and Airman here are battling net. Their fuel's similar. They've both got one more tyre to go.
I wouldn't say that, because Smiley's definitely on he's on the last stop. He's going
to
the end.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be so interesting when these last stops are made. See where everybody comes out.
I'm just worried about Alicos.
Eamon goes to ascend. Oh, it's super late move, but he pulls it off. Wow, that was late. And then, is Alicos going to lose 2 positions here?
2 positions, yep.
First to third. We saw that happen to him in lap 1 or lap 2. I can't remember. But Eamon now leads the race.
I don't think Gale would be happy with that, because
he probably wanted Alicos. Yeah.
Yeah, with the more fuel. Just look at the fuel difference in the 2 cars.
Yeah, look, his last stop's going to be so quick.
He's surely got to really change tyres by the looks of it.
But this is another different leader of this race.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what Alicos does.
Yeah.
That'll be the real question, because he's going to keep pushing. I imagine he'll go back onto the softs with the track cooled down more. He can definitely do it.
That's why he's on a bit of an offset, isn't he? Because he took softs first, yeah.
So all these guys will be on the softs, and they will all be trying to chase down Smiley. And also Mr. Clean, who's on the one stop, and I think he's going to go to the end. See if he does that. Fair play.
Yeah.
Fair play. It'll be an interest to see where he finishes though. And I don't even think most people might not even know that he's going on the one stop, which might catch people out. Unless you were near him, you wouldn't know what he's doing.
Race, this has been Lucid now does have the fastest lap, but he's not even in the top 10 at the minute, right? Has he made his last stop? Or he's not in the top 8, I should say.
He's in the top 9. It's on softs right now. The fuel, looking at the fuel, I think he'll make one more stop. Just looking at
So he's probably out of contention for this week. He did obviously skip quali to make it interesting, but
if he's going to pit one more time, guess who's in front of him? It's probably going for the one stop this Mr. Clean.
And next week he'll naturally start at the back because it's reverse championship order.
Oh, I'm not going to be looking forward to that at Daytona with Ferrari. No, sorry. These guys are really just following each other. I don't think would it be smart for these guys to fight or try and
probably
work
not
together, try and get up, maybe they all get in a little agreement, say okay, we've got to really worry about Smiley, can't let him get away.
This is where it's so hard, like you say about an engineer building you the race picture.
Yeah.
Just to see what smart is it. So he's on medium, he's like you say, he's going to the end 23 seconds off the lead.
And he's got roughly from that pit stop. He missed it. Somehow he gets that one stop to win it, man. That would be funny.
Panda's saying he's not got enough screen time. Panda, we did show a good chunk of your battle with Mr. Clean, just to let you know.
You might ask him, Panda, what the strategy is in the Ferrari. I need to write that down.
But yeah, Dad's done really well with the problems he had lap 1 to get on the back of Asville now for P11.
He's done his stop at the end.
And Gloss probably going to come back at these guys, I'd have thought.
I would imagine he'll definitely be roughly in 9th, I would imagine. Just looking at the tyres, maybe even 8th. Just looking at the people that have still got pit run.
Right now, yeah, absolutely. We've got to stay with these guys for now. A three-way battle for the lead, Panda. Get yourself in it.
I'm just on board with Apex, just definitely make one more stop. Maybe just smart to let Mr. Clean just go by.
Panda's saying box now.
Box. Onto the hands.
Yeah, I guess he's got another set of softs.
Yeah. Mr. Clean gets past. He's got roughly a 4.3 second gap to Smiley right now.
Well, he might catch him, but surely it's going to be Smiley's battle to be won at the end.
But maybe Smiley wants him close enough so he can defend against these guys. Definitely on the softs at the end.
Yeah, it's going to be, yeah. For those still watching this race, buckle in, because I think we're going to have one hell of a climax here with different tyres, different cars, different strategies at play. It's going to be really interesting. Lucky looks like he's getting closer and closer.
They're losing roughly, by the looks of that lap, they've just lost about 6 temps.
And that's where they're not really battling, are they, either? No, they're quite really formation flying.
But it just might just show that dirty air. I know the slipstream looks too.
Well, is it the calm before the storm and they're all going to start going mad after his last pit stops?
That is true. It could also be like Road Atlanta as well, with that came roughly at the end.
Yeah. Lucky here, though, is he going for the move? Going to have to go around the long way around, but does allow his resource to carry more speed, provided you don't put it in the wall. Or now they're side by side.
There's a better run that looks like the Lexus got the way better run.
Wow. Yeah, but Airman defends superbly. I think unfortunately it's going to be to no avail when the pit stops come round. But
yeah, because he's flashing bright red, and sitting there looking at Ranges or Lucky's fuel, it's just a little bit over. He's
going another lap. Yeah, I mean surely Airman, you think in the next Alico's pit boxes now.
Yeah,
undercut.
He went in the earliest compared to those two, so that would. Smartest idea.
Lucky here is all over the back, but now he's actually just missed out a bit. He went to go for it into that last corner and didn't get the move done.
Cutting that a bit too close.
Yeah. Well, we have seen even lower points this season, haven't we? Even in the, I think we've seen 0 at some point. So.
Let's see where, let's see the gap that these guys have got over the cattle. Alpha's trying to catch. It's boosted. It's going to be coming out side by side.
You're right. Alicos is come out behind Mr. Clean. Oh, boosted. Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that's
they've literally come out. Oh my word, they've come out together. But boosted softs are ruined. He's got another stop, surely.
But he comes out roughly about nearly 4 seconds behind Mr. Clean, so roughly about 7 seconds.
This is hurting Alicos here, though. He'd be on that Porsche radio saying, "Can I get my the other Porsche out of the way?"
And looking at Smiley's features, they're not bad looking.
Well, I think it's probably because now he's just been in clear air for a while, hasn't he? He hasn't. It's made to his tyres.
Maybe it's lucky, maybe made a mistake.
I was just thinking that because the gap's gone out. You think he was all over the back at the end of the last lap? Surely he has in this lap.
Maybe he's trying to save a little bit more fuel to just take.
Is he in? As in.
Lucky goes on another lap.
I think he's probably in next lap, we'd say.
He'll definitely be going that. He's got way more fuel.
Yeah, his pit stop. He's going to only be pitting for tyres, isn't he, on that last stop, you'd think?
So looking at the net leader, or the net positions right now, which would be Smiley, Mr. Clean, and Alicos, but it'll be weird to see where Air comes in, because he's got a fuel more than Alicos.
And he's got a fuel more than Panda even. If you look there, Panda's not having to take fuel on this last stop either.
Now, maybe he just gets the brand new softs and he'll definitely gain a lot more time back, but it'll be interesting to see Alicos, and these two are going to be coming out. Alicos will have the more power because he's on the straight compared to that.
Oh wow,
he swoops around the outside. That just shows you carrying more fuel in your car can sometimes just save you.
Yeah, well, these two now are just neck and neck. And obviously Evans going to have to go through the tyre warm-up phase on this lap. Alicos was hurt a little bit by boosted. But look, the gap's 4.6 to Mr. Clean. Half his softs are gone. He's going to the end, as you say.
This was a really sucker punch strategy. No one thought you could do the one stop. We were talking about it at the start of the race. We didn't think anyone would be able to do it.
You would imagine they'll still catch him, wouldn't you? But we shall see. But can Ehrman come back at Alicos here down the main straight?
I don't think these guys should be fighting though.
Yeah, but the problem is it's so hard to know.
We want to see racing, but for their race, should we really be working together and try and catch these guys?
For now, Ehrman stays in, but let's see. He's lucky in this lap. Let's see. He's gone on. Interesting play. I mean, who are we to question him? But these guys will be eating into him. He's gonna have to come back at them.
He'll have the healthiest softs at the end, also.
Yeah, this is gonna come to one hell of a crescendo here.
And knowing I'd be qualified in second, so he's got one of the second fast quality paces, so it could work for him. He just needs to get. I would imagine if he tries to do this, he just needs to get past the cars quickly.
So I'm interested as well, seeing how much these guys can catch up to Mr. Clean.
Yeah, Mr. Clean, I think, just lost a lot of time in that chicane there. I think about 7 times there.
Yeah,
so
he's
struggling.
Yeah, his tyres on the out. Boosted's at now in P10. He's on softs, so he's coming back at Dad. Dad's on warm mediums. I think this will be Boosted's position.
Saying that, looking at Range's time, it has been coming down, but not as much as I thought. But it's still coming down. It's going to be really interesting with that. He's going for an offset soft strategy at the end. So, because I think Mr. Clean's now leading time.
Yeah, it's 3.6 seconds Alicos with 6 laps to go. Or 7 laps to go, I should say. Yeah, it's going to be tough.
More importantly, he's built the gap to Air.
Just a little bit, yeah. It's gone about, what, 3 tenths from when they came up?
Also, we were talking about pit stops and that. Panda's caught up at a pit stop time. He was
Yeah.
probably about 16 seconds behind.
He didn't
Something
take
like
fuel
that.
on that last stop, so that definitely helped him. Lucky's in.
Lucky's in. I would imagine maybe a bit of. No, I think that could go to the end, right? Or maybe just.
Yeah, no, I think, yeah, it's going to be a splash, isn't it, if it is anything at all.
Yeah, it won't be like the other two had to put on a lot more fuel in him. But maybe this is where he.
Smarty's going to get. Smarty's just coming to the last corner now. I was just seeing if Lucky's even at the box yet. Here
He's
he is.
coming in. He's just coming in. Smiley powering. I imagine Smiley will get in front.
Yeah, I think he's got it already, hasn't he? Is there any fuel going in? No, straight out.
Back out. And look how far that pit exit is. He's right into. He's going to be launched into second here.
Oh, but Mr. Clean is literally. Oh, wow.
He backs out of it.
What work from the Lexus crew there.
What work? But that was the strategy he made earlier in this race. He said he was going to take on more fuel.
He's judged it to perfection. Well, you think, what, 1 second further they've been behind Mr. Clean. So it's Lucky's fresh softs versus Smiley's warm mediums. Gap's 3.2. Surely Lucky will be on the back of him at some point.
And I don't think the one sub's going to work out how I would imagine Mr. Clean would have fought.
Well, just to confirm, we got 6.4 seconds covering first to fifth. And again, fifth and fourth are on better tyres than first. So Smiley is in a great position here, but he's going to be hunted down by at least 3 cars here.
He would definitely be hunted by Wrench. He would definitely be chasing that.
Yeah, I mean, Wrench has taken out over half a second on the warm-up lap.
He's got the. He has the freedom now to really push these tyres.
Yeah, that's the advantage. Maybe that's why he went on. He just thought, I don't want to do any saving. I just want to go absolute full beat. I mean, it's a second now he's taken out this lap. If you have that, when you watch F1 and they have that battle predictor, I mean, it's potentially by the end of this next lap at this current rate of closing.
I just don't know. Maybe. Just want to have a flick through the fuel. Lucky's got a little bit more fuel than Smiley, so. We can't see how much fuel it actually says in Leo wise, so we've got to go guessing off the
just by the gauge.
Yeah. So it's interesting.
Alicos is now up to Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean, it's a brave strategy, but I'd imagine he's a sitting duck here, isn't he, Steve?
You only got. You can defend this position, but those tires, but that
1.5. Yeah.
But the real question is how much time will Mr. Clean lead? Do you think Panda will be on the back?
That's a good point. Talking of on the back, though, look, he's at 0.8 off Smiley. He's flying.
He's really throwing that car around. Which is so weird. He's done the
medium and soft.
Compared to Smiley's soft medium. So. That's balanced out. I just think maybe Smiley should have done if he just done the medium stint in the middle.
It's so hard to know, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it might still be enough for him to get P2, but it'd be interesting to see what rate Alicos closes in as well.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Those softs really wear quickly, so. I would imagine Rage would want to get this move done quickly, so he's not at this start of the year.
So that Smiley's not coming back at him at the end.
Alicos already passed Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean's coming to that penalty serve zone,
he's
isn't he?
He's took the penalty. Alicos just went straight past him, but he's been holding up air
for him. Smiley goes deep.
And he goes side by side, and I imagine Rage on those softs gets a better
He's got
drive.
Look at the drive there, yeah.
The drive out. He takes the lead.
Smiley's got a run on him though, right, inadvertently. I don't think he meant that to happen, but.
She flashes.
Yeah.
Flashes the lights, maybe a little bit distraction. It's only the Americans that work against, I've heard.
but they're on their home country. Alicos 3.5. It's only 3.5 off the lead. But yeah, look at the softs.
Softs difference.
What's Panda? How much fuel do I?
Panda's took you like 2 seconds, so if he can keep this going, keep it up this pace, because look at Mr. Clean's tyres, they are, like mozzarella balls at this point.
He's
Not
not
going to be fun.
He's not getting there, is he?
1.3 in the
There's
first
not.
sector.
It's just not. It's not happening.
I feel like he'll get them there, but he's going to be crawling. He's not going to be having fun.
So we still have just under 6 seconds covering the top 4, but yeah, Lucky looks in a great position here. He's got the best tyres, no fuel concerns.
Yeah, I think that might have been the best offer, Smiley. Maybe just let Range past, not try and fight the better
and seeing
tyres.
if he can maybe fight Alicos, because again, Alicos hasn't got anywhere near the tyre advantage that Lucky had.
If I'm looking at this correctly, he is in. He could be he'll need to battle Alcos from third in the actual construction or the championship. So.
Oh, of course, yeah. Smiling Alicos, yeah.
Smiling and Alcos separated by 2 points. So maybe he's let. I wouldn't say he would let Reg pass, but he's let him pass maybe just to focus on.
He probably just knew that battle. Oh, Alicos I think kissed the barrier there, but no damage, so it's all good.
Really pushing. He's really pushing this. Must have been coming out that last corner, wiggling a little.
I mean, let's face it, they're going to be full red, aren't they? But he's obviously committed to this now.
I don't think they'll be full red on the last lap when he starts it, but when it gets to maybe that third sector, I feel like one of those tyres are.
I don't know. There's not much left, is there?
Well, we've seen him all these tyres with the mediums up pretty far, so maybe he just needs to ease off with them in some corners. That might be the thing he has to look out for.
As in Gloss, having a good old thing. Oh, Gloss got damage again.
He's got damage. For damage, he's not been driving that bad for having damage.
No, absolutely. Smiley P2. Alicos, that gap is coming down, but it's not nowhere near the rate that Lucky was catching Smiley at, is it? And I think it's going to get to a point soon where Smiley might have the tyre advantage, so I think you made the right call there, Steve. I think Smiley not fighting Lucky could allow him to take P2 here.
I'm just on with Mr. Queen right now. If he can keep those tyres alive, should I say? I need to check what Panther's thingy on. Oh, I don't know. He's going a second slower than his fastest, which is on 1.49. Pando, it's only like 3/10 off his fastest, so this is going to be definitely interesting. He's going to be bleeding time. I think it's just if Panda keeps us consistent, keeps pushing consistently, no mistake going up, he'll have that P5 man. Which is interesting. Which another
one's watches how much better Emma's tyres are again than other coasters, so I wonder if he can come back and maybe nab that podium.
Yeah, but that gap is coming to between
Smiling Alicos, we might end up having a three-way fight if P2, but
I don't think any of those two gaps, I don't think they'll be coming down anytime soon as they'll go in the last lap. I think it's just maybe a lot of it. Alcos might be proving me wrong. He did eat a bit of time and he's got a better exit out here.
Yeah, and
he's going to be getting it under a second now.
Yeah, there it is.
Really, he's really throwing the car now. We're just doing whatever he can to get that. Because it really is the points between the two.
Yeah.
2 for third as well. Fighting like it's not a championship, it looks like.
P3 in a championship as competitive as this would be still a big claim, isn't it?
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I had to look back to Mr. Quick. Look at this. Look at those tyres going.
I don't think I can look.
He might be caught by Chunky at this point. Look how slow it is. Look how horrible it looks to drive. Sliding really into corners. And if there's one man that knows that pain about the Audi, I think it would be Chunky. So,
yeah,
really
true.
As Panda getting flies past. No
But we are
problem at
starting
all.
this last lap, and Alico's now 3/10 of Smiley.
Really, he's going for it. Maybe those mediums are not really working as well because it's so dark outside. Really helping Alicos' cause there.
I mean, the airman isn't far off. He's
No.
just there waiting if anything happens here.
One of them makes a mistake, it would be caught. And I'm sure he'll be looking. I would probably wait until this back straight, as we see most of the moves have been done from that back straight, holding that inside. But he just needs to ace this corner.
Absolutely, this is the key now. What run they get onto this back straight?
Maybe give up some time here, go for a wider line to power really out this corner, which he's done. But will he catch? That's the real question. He's got a bit of a gap to catch.
He is gaining. Is Smiley going to move over to defend?
Mr. Clean's tyres.
Smiley's not moving over. Oh, he is now. Now he moves. There's was a bit of contact there. Was that a late move across? But now Alico's goes to the inside. What a switchback that is.
But he's got to still defend. There's still corners. You can still chuck the car and make it
absolutely. He's not done deal, but what a beautiful switchback that was. We get to look here.
Yeah, I'll stay on with this battle at the
Brilliant. Thank you, Steve. Right. But yeah,
awesome.
Look, he's backed himself here, and sometimes it looked like the strategy, but like we said at the time, who were we to question? Because he's delivered an absolute masterclass here. Stayed calm throughout, stayed out of trouble, just delivered his race, and it's been more than enough to give him another victory this season. I think it's his third win of the season, but congratulations, Lucky, well deserved. Alicos is going to just take this to the line.
But oh my God, he's out of fuel. Smiley's out of fuel. He loses a position at
takes him at the line, takes the podium. A heartbreak for Smiley.
I did have a feeling that his fuel was roughly about the same as Range, a little bit lower.
Really good drive to take P5. Chunky again after some difficulties on the opening lap. P6. Well done to Chunky.
Mr. Clean on the final bit.
He's got no tyres. Booster was in front.
Boosted's run out of fuel as well.
Booster's out of fuel as well. What's going on? So Apex is going to take P8. What's going on, Steve?
Dad might take the position off for Boosted here.
Dad takes P9. Boosted, can he get to this line?
He's really pushing the car.
P10. Haz is going to take P11. Oh my word. Gloss P12. Hansfield's going to improve to take P13.
Look if you look through most of the grid, look how many of them are just on no fuel at the end.
Yeah. Well, driving to the absolute limits, you wouldn't expect anything different, would you? And Bluebird thinks it had people too.
Dad at the end had no fuel. I swear when he was coming over the line. But what a race. Wow. We did say it was going to be close at the end.
It did, didn't it? It all came together like we said it might. But and you look there, there's just nothing between the fastest laps. You had 7 seconds in the end covering the top 4, and that included Smiley with that fuel. That just shows how close it was between those guys. But yeah, that hour flew by, Steve-O, didn't it?
Yeah, that really did. It was definitely entertaining when it got to the end. But
basically, we just need boosted start from the back every week, and we can have a really good, exciting race.
But those two not having enough fuel on that back straight, even maybe they may have a word in the garage about it later on in the night.
Absolutely. Well, my friend, we got one to go for the GTPro. That's next Sunday, 100 laps of Daytona. It should be about 3 hours. So we'll see everybody then. It should be another interesting one. But yeah, that was a really enjoyable race. We've got 10 minutes till our start, so we better get cracking. But thank you for joining me this evening for another really exciting race.
We must need to do commentary again.
Absolutely.
It seems every time we do it together, there's always an interesting end, isn't there?
Absolutely, mate. They've delivered again, and I'm sure they will next week at Daytona. But no, thanks again, and we will see. Well, the GT class will be with you in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Nice one. Thanks, Steve-O.
No worries. I can't believe